I really like this belt. I think it's a good quality replica belt. It's exactly kind of what I expected. Alright guys, Paulmartinbelts back here again for a brand new video, and in this one what we're going to be starting with is an unboxing. Now, I don't do many unboxings on this channel, but this is a belt I've been very excited about, and a few people, when they knew I was getting it, asked me to show how it looks when it comes from WWE Shop. So we're not going to go about anymore, let's just get started. This is, as the title says, a 24/7 replica belt. So brand new from WWE Euroshop. This belt was only released to the public, I believe, over SummerSlam weekend. And this is how a belt comes from WWE Euroshop. So we got a ton of bubble wrap. Okay, so exciting stuff. As you can see from the front of the belt, on the bag itself, we actually have a 24/7 championship replica design on the front of it. So that's something new that the WWE started doing on a lot of replica belts. They kind of got a little bit of the design or the name of it on the belt itself, so that's pretty cool to see. But that's not the exciting part. Let's open this bag up and see what this belt looks like. Since this was released on WWE Shop, all they've shown on the website is actually photos of it itself, of the real belt, so there's not actually been any shots of the replica itself, so I'm excited to actually see how this looks. The bag to one side for now, again, has the center plate design on it, so I think that's pretty smart. I really like these customized bags. I think belt specific bags look really smart, other than just having the name on them. It's a nice touch. So right there we can see, nicely packaged up. You can probably just see the center plate design showing through there, and the green strap showing up nicely. So I'm curious to see how this belt actually looks, how it compares to the belt on TV. There's very few shots of this, nice detailed photos of the actual belt, so it's difficult to compare how it will look. But based on a lot of the newly released replica belts WWE started doing, the next gen cast replicas, this should be, if it's anything like the recent belts, a very good quality replica. Okay, so nicely packaged. It's got kind of a cellophane packaging along with this kind of craft paper around it, and of course it was well bubble wrapped. Yeah, we might as well take a look at this. Okay, so first impressions. This is an ugly ass belt. This is a really ugly belt. I mean, the whole point of this belt is the fun part of it, the fun element, but I mean, what do you think? Yeah, brother? Yeah, so taking a look at my initial thoughts of the belt, okay, I think I've actually spotted a mistake on the replica belt. I think, now this is just me assuming here, but I think the side plates are actually wrong on this replica. Because to my memory, the real belt has identical side plates, whereas these two are mirrored. So whereas it's got the 3-layer design in the top right corner on the left plate here, I think that should be the same on the right hand plate, because I think they're supposed to be identical. These have actually been mirrored, so I could be wrong about that, and if I am, I'm going to cut this part out of the video, but we'll see about that. But yeah, the actual detail of the plates, as we're led to expect these days, the 5mm thick next gen casted plates look really good actually. The detail on this, actually, the depth of it is really good. You can see there's at least a millimeter of depth there to each of the etchings, the WWE logo, the champion etched into the plate itself there. The texture around the 24/7 part, it's a little bit different to the belt on TV. I mean, it catches the light fairly well, but it's not as, I don't know if there's paint on the one on TV or if it's just the fact that it's real gold plating or the etching is a little bit different. It catches the light really nicely. This one doesn't catch the light quite as well. It still catches it very well, don't get me wrong. There's a little bit of etching up at the top of the corner there that looks a bit strange. The strap itself actually looks really nice. The gold tip is a different shape than I've ever seen on any replica belt. Not a drastically different shape, but a little bit wider on the base of it. The strap itself, I must say, it's a completely stamped strap, so it looks really cool. It's got tooling all the way around it from, well, end to end pretty much. I'm not sure if this border tooling is accurate, to be honest, because I think it's a slightly different tool used on the real belt. Slightly different, so I'm not sure it's drastically different. It's pretty similar, but yeah, I think it's a slightly different tool used on the real belt. One thing I must say I really like is the actual strap does not have the stitching around it anymore. So the replica straps used to always have the stitching, which people used to misinterpret needed to be included on real leather straps when I'm re-leathering. No, thankfully this, and I saw the WWE Women's Tag Belt replica, it actually doesn't have stitching anymore either, so it's completely stamped now. So it's a really impressive looking strap actually. I'm quite impressed with this belt. Again, the 5mm thick plates look really nice. Okay, so that's my initial thoughts on unboxing it. You can see the back of the strap there. Okay, actually that's a point. There's 6 screws on each of the side plates, but only 4 on the center plate. That I don't like. Yeah, I didn't notice that actually when I first opened it up. I probably should have seen that. The patch does say 2019 though, so that's cool. It's a brand new belt, of course. But yeah, I don't like the 4 screws on the center plate. There should be, well, realistically at least 6. I would rather the center screws be here rather than be in the center, or you would have 2 here. Ideally, there would be 4 more on the center plate, kind of in positions like this, so it'd completely go around it. The US spinner is a circular plate and it has 8 screws on the center piece. So yeah, I don't like that, but to be fair, I mean the center plate isn't the heaviest, so I don't know if that's completely necessary, but 4 screws for center plate is a record for the least amount of screws used on a replica belt now. So on a center plate on a replica belt. So I mean, it's the 24/7 belt. It's one, the whole gimmick is to throw the belt around, to handle it. You're in the airport, you get knocked down from behind and the belt goes flying. If that's the case and you're playing with this like the belt on TV, those 4 screws are not going to be able to handle that. The 6 screws on the side plates is fantastic. That's exactly what I was hoping for. I was thinking at bare minimum 5 on the side plates, 4 in the corner and then maybe 1 in the center would have been good enough, but 6 is ideal. 4 in the center plate I'm really not impressed with. Okay, so that's everything there is to say really about this on my general first impressions unboxing it. I really like this belt. I think it's a good quality replica belt. It's exactly kind of what I expected. The side plates is a little bit interesting. I think they probably look better mirrored like this rather than having them identical. The 4 screws on the center plate is not ideal in my opinion. I think that could have been somewhat improved. The 6 screws on the side plates is perfect. The strap is really nice actually. I like the colour. I like the detail on it is fantastic. The stitching now being removed from these replica belts, the new replicas, is a big improvement. Looks a lot nicer than they used to be. Yeah, so if you want my initial impressions of the 24/7 belt, I think I recommend it. I really like it, to be honest. Yeah, good belt. So yeah, that being said, if you want to watch any more videos or anything like that, I don't know what I'm saying, subscribe to my channel because I'm done with this video. Thank you.
Yo, monkeys, it's me, DDP. And if you want to get one of the greatest belts made for you, go to Paulmartinbelts. That's right, sucker.
Unless someone fancies coming and challenging me at for... What? What was that? Okay, this is intended to be for display purposes only, so I'm not too bothered about the 4 screws on the back. That is unless someone comes and challenges me. I'm not going to try that again. Fuck that.